Hello, this video is designed to introduce and explain this system of contemporary harmonic analysis used in institutions like Berklee College of Music and other contemporary music colleges. This is a system of harmonic analysis that has evolved in the 20th century and was needed because of the increasing complexity of contemporary harmonic practices and also the diversity of harmonic practices, the numbers of different chords that could be used in a piece of music in different ways. All right, so the first thing is to understand that in contemporary analysis we use only capital Roman numerals. We do not use lowercase Roman numerals. The quality of the chord is expressed by the suffix. This is a major 7 chord. This is a minor 7 chord. We use a dash for minor. And this is a minor 7 flat 5. And then the second thing that the Roman numeral expresses is the distance of the chord above the tonic of the key. And in order to understand how it does this is in order to understand that, we need to understand a basic thing about common modern analysis shorthand. And so let me show you something to do with that. First of all, you have to realize that there's a kind of such a thing as a default interval. And the default intervals are major intervals and perfect intervals. And they're default because those are the intervals you get when you go upward from the root in a major scale. If I go from C to D in C major, I have a major second. C to E would be a major third. C to F would be a perfect fourth. C to G would be a perfect fifth. C to A is a major sixth, and C to B is a major seventh. So all of those intervals are existent in the major scale as the basic intervals above the tonic. And those intervals are referred to by whole numbers without any kind of prefix. So if I just say 3, I mean a major third. If I just say 4, I mean a perfect fourth. Now if we look at this, this other document here, this shows the same idea in a different way. Here are default intervals, major and perfect intervals. And when they're just the way they are as in pure form, they are just referred to like that. But when they are a half step smaller, they have to be, an extra adjective has to be added, and that adjective is the word flat. And when they are half step more, the adjective added is the word sharp. Let's have a look at this other document. Okay, here's a listing of the shorthand protocols. So again, 1 means the root or the tonic, 3 means a major third, flat 3 means a minor third, 4 means a perfect fifth, 5 means a perfect fifth, flat 5 means a diminished fifth, sharp 5 means an augmented fifth, flat 7 means a minor seventh, double flat 7 means a diminished seventh, and then tensions above the root, same kind of thing, and 9 means a major 9, flat 9 means a minor 9, sharp 9 means an augmented 9, and so on. So basically, a number by itself is a major or perfect interval. The prefix flat means a half step less than major or perfect, a half step less than major or perfect, right? And the prefix sharp means a half step greater than major or perfect. And to clearly see what intervals you get from that, you can see this box. Half step less than major gives you minor. Half step more than major gives you an augmented interval. Half step less than perfect gives you a diminished. Half step more than perfect gives you augmented. Okay, so if I want to express an augmented fourth, I can just say sharp 4. If I want to express a minor 6, I can say flat 6. If I want to express a diminished fifth, I can say flat 5, etc. All right, back to our analysis document. So, how does a Roman numeral convey the distance of the chord above the tonic? Well, here they are. These are numbers. I know they're Roman numerals, but they're still Roman numerals without any prefix. That means they are major or perfect. Seconds and thirds are major or imperfect intervals, so that means it's a major. The fact that there's a 2 there and not flat 2 or sharp 2 means that's a major. This chord is a major second above F. This chord is a major third above F. This chord is a perfect fourth above F. This chord is a perfect fifth above F. This chord is a major sixth above F, and this chord is a major seventh above F. That's how far away they are from the tonic. Now, to see this more clearly, let's look at the key of D minor, which of course is the relative minor of F. And now we see examples of chords which are not a major or perfect interval above. The 2 chord is a major second above, so that's why it's 2, minor 7 flat 5. But this chord is a minor third above, so it's not called 3 major 7, it's called flat 3 major 7. And that's telling you the interval above the root. This is a perfect fourth above, this is a perfect fifth above, but this chord, again, the diatonic chord, is a minor sixth above, so it's expressed as flat 6 major 7. And this chord is a minor seventh above the tonic, so it's called flat 7 7. Again, flat means it has no effect on the chord symbol. It doesn't mean you're meant to turn this into an F flat chord. This is an F chord. It's referring to the interval above the root. It's a flat 3 away from the tonic. It's a minor third away from the tonic, and the analysis way of expressing that is to call that flat 3 major 7. Okay, finally, the last bit of contemporary analysis we need to understand is the use of this so-called dominant arrow. And the dominant arrow is only used after a dominant chord when that dominant chord proceeds down a perfect fifth, no other interval. Only down a perfect fifth, not a diminished fifth, not an augmented fifth, not some other interval, only a perfect fifth. That's the only time the dominant arrow is used. The related to bracket is used only when 3 conditions are met. On the left of the side, or the first chord, is a minor chord or minor 7 flat 5 chord. The second chord is a dominant chord. And the third condition is that the distance between them is down a perfect fifth, no other interval. So if this was a minor 7 or something, you would not draw a bracket. If this was a D minor 7, you would not draw a bracket because it would not be down a perfect fifth. It would not be going down a perfect fifth to C. If this was not a dominant chord, you would not draw the bracket. If this was not a minor 7 or minor 7 flat 5 chord, you would not draw a bracket. All 3 conditions must be met for that. So here's an example. We have a minor 7 flat 5 chord. It's proceeding down a perfect fifth to a dominant chord, not some other quality. And it is, in fact, down a perfect fifth. And then that dominant chord does proceed down a fifth. And so we draw the dominant arrow. Finally, if a chord resolves deceptively in some way, if a dominant chord either does not go down a perfect fifth or goes to an unexpected chord quality, we put the Roman numeral of the dominant chord in parentheses. So, for example, if I was in the key of F, I would expect this 5/7 of 6 chord to go to D minor, because D minor is diatonic. If it were to go to D major, that would probably result in a modulation, but it would have still gone down a fifth, so I would have still drawn the arrow. However, it would have been an unexpected chord quality, so I would put this in parentheses to show that some kind of deceptive resolution had happened. Again, not what's shown here, but if this was not a D minor 7, if this was a D major 7. If, on the other hand, it went to another chord, not a D chord, say a G minor 7 or something, then I wouldn't draw the arrow in that case because it wouldn't be going down a fifth. And I would still also put it in parentheses because it would be deceptive. So those are all the basics of analysis language, contemporary analysis. There's more than this, but those are the key points. I recommend that if any of this felt unusual to you or new to you, that you watch the video again and carefully take notes and actively work on getting this information clearly into your mind and memory. And of course, if you're taking a class, or if, you'll be doing harmonic analysis in that class. If you're not, take simple chord progressions and start trying to analyze them and see if you can get some feedback from a friend or mentor. All right, I hope this has been helpful.